All right, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 1, week 5 of our journey together. Yes, day number 1, week 5 of our journey together, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here. Um, let's begin by heading up. Today is Monday. So let's head up Monday the 25th. Monday the 25th of September. 2023. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And today we're going to be looking at, in the time that we have, we're going to be looking at topic is set diagrams. Okay, set diagrams. So we're going to be shading the relevant sections of a set Venn diagram. Okay? So let's begin. Hopefully we can get as much in as possible. So the first one we're going to be looking at is what do we mean by, so let's look at this first diagram. Please use a ruler and a pencil to draw this. Again, use a ruler and a pencil to draw it. So I want to try to get 3 on top and 3 at the bottom. So you're trying to figure out, like, what am I doing? I'm going to try to get 3 on the top, 3 at the bottom, see if that works. All right, so let's go. This is diagram 1. This one is going to be diagram 2. Then diagram 3. All right. And then this one is going to be for diagram 4. This one is diagram 5. This one is diagram 6. All right.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Excuse me, Mr. T.
Yes,
May I use the bathroom, please?
you can.
Good afternoon, Mr. Petit. You want us to draw it just like this?
It's like how I have it. All right, so we're gonna call this one. Let's call this. Let's say if I want to draw. Say I want to draw. Say I wanted to draw A only. Okay. If I wanted to draw A only, or if I wanted a diagram to represent A only, how would we represent A only? Okay, like what would we shade? All right. We want a diagram to represent A only. Okay. So let's call this set A. And let's call this set B. And again, I want to draw an A only. All right. So how would I draw that? Like what section of the diagram would I shade if I want A only? All right.
A.
A only. All right. What section of the diagram would I shade? All right. And so I want you to shade in this portion of the diagram. Remember, I want A only. All right. So for this one, in order to shade A only, what I have to do is I have to only shade this side. So only this
Yes.
side. Yes.
Do you want me to do this, or do you want me to finish the matrices?
Matrices. Please finish the matrices.
Sure.
So, all right. So this right here is going to be A only, right? The part that I'm shading. Make no mistake about it. This is A only. All right, so shade that in for me, please. That is A only. So use a pencil or pen to shade in A only, all right? And be very careful, especially with the edges, to make sure that we are not shading in any other part, because we want A only, all right? So that right there is A only. All right? So do we understand what A only is? Do y'all understand what A only is? Yes, no? Let me know. Right out. This portion. All right, so are we good? Any questions on that? Hello, I'm speaking to you all. Any questions?
Yes, sir. What A and B is? You was asking the question what A and B is.
No, this is A and this is B. I'm saying this diagram shows A only. The shaded part is A only.
Yes,
All
sir.
All right, so if I ask you for A only, you're only going to shade in this part. Okay. Now,
Yes,
what if
sir.
I ask for, what if I say, all right, I want, I want
You want B only?
not B only, I want set A. All right. So what is set A? All right. So this is A only, but now I want set A. So what would set A be? Right,
Set
so
A is all the elements within set A.
set A is all the elements in set A. So how would we shade, how would we represent that on a diagram? How would we shade it, right? So let me first label A and B. So we call this set A. We call this set B. All right. All right, next we have set B. Okay, and not set B. Now you have the shade set A. What do you think set A is gonna be? How do you think we're gonna shade set A?
Like the like A and the set A and the middle part.
Very good. We're gonna say it A only and the intersection. Okay, so that's all of this. So that's all of this, A only and the intersection. So if I ask you for A only, you do not tell me that A only has the intersection. But if I ask you for set A, you have to tell me that set contains also the intersection as well. All right. So set A contains the intersection. If I want all of A, that's going to be A only plus the intersection. But if I just want A only, we do not include the intersection. Y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So A only includes, A only is only this part, but the entire set A is going to be, the entire set A is going to be all of set A, including the intersection. So just bear that in mind. All right. All right, good. So what if I ask for, B only? All right. What if I ask for B only? How would we do B only?
By shading in B.
Shading in B, do we include the intersection?
No, sir.
Include the intersection. So B only is going to be B only. All right. It's A only, and then B only is going to be, B only is going to be all of B, but do not include the intersection. All right. So again, let's label it. So this is A. By the way, please draw this inside of your books. Do not just be looking at me doing this. Draw this inside your books, please. And then set B. All right, so B only. B only is going to be, what did I say B only was? B only is what? Only this part. We do not shade in the intersection, only this part. There you go. That's B only. Just like how A only was just that part without the intersection, all of A without the intersection. B only is all of B without the intersection. Okay. So A only, all of A without the intersection, A, all of A without the intersection, and B only is going to be all of B, right? All of B without the intersection. We do not say the intersection. All right, are we clear on that? Any questions for me? You have to speak to me now, because I don't know if you know it unless you speak to me. Are there any questions? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
All right. Now, what if I want set B? Would that be?
B, and it would be the intersection.
Very good. So B, set B, include the intersection. So it'll be set B. It's right there, set B. All right, and so let's label it. This is going to be A. This is going to be B. And we want to highlight that. Again, we include the intersection with this one, right? So it's going to be all of B. All right. Can someone explain the difference between B and B only? What's the difference between B and B only?
B,
Go ahead, Anastasia, but you we can't hear you.
oh,
Mr. Petit.
the follow the in the middle as well as B
B
section.
only has,
Wait, one moment. Let me allow Anastasia to go first, and then you will go. Go ahead, Anastasia.
It said B, you follow the whole B, including the middle section, and said and B only is just B by itself, not the middle section.
Very good. Okay. Someone else wanted to add to that? Someone else wanted to add to that?
B only is just set B. Wait, like B by itself, but set B is with including the intersection.
That's
If-
correct. Very good. Thank you. Dante, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Explain the difference between B and B only.
In B only, it have the element of just B, and then in set B is the element of B and I forgot what it called in the middle
Intersection.
intersection. That's all.
Very good. So B only is just going to be this part without the intersection. All right. But all of B is going to be B, the elements of B along with the intersection. All right. If that's clear to you, please put yes inside the chat. If you understand this so far, please put yes inside the chat if you get it. All right.
Good afternoon, Mr. B.
Good afternoon, Latika. I think that's it. Latika. No, that's Kendrick.
No. Good afternoon. We sorry for being late. Can you send us notes that we missed, please?
This is the first slide,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
and it's not okay. It's either yes or no. So Latika, I mean Kendrick. All right, so now that we know what is, okay, so most persons are saying yes. All right, thank you. All right, so again, if you don't understand it, please let me know. All right, now I want, so we know what A only is, we know what set A is, we know what B only is, we know what B is. Now let's figure out what is the, what if we want to figure out like, what if we want, what if we want, what if we want this? So, what's the name of, let me call on. Zaria, I want you help in this and answering this question. Let's say I have capital A. I want you to tell me, what does this symbol mean, Zara? What does that symbol mean? Zara, what does this symbol mean? Renaya
Did you
Douglas,
say me or Zaria?
Zara.
Yeah, sir. Can I answer the question?
Yes, you can.
The question means union.
That's the union? No, close.
No?
Not the
Can I
union.
answer it?
Yes, Samaya,
Is that
It means intersection.
means the intersection. Very good. All right. So this is the intersection of A and B. All right. So if I want the intersection of A and B, what you think I'm gonna shade if I want the intersection?
Just an intersection or the middle part.
Say it again.
Just the intersection or the
The
middle part.
middle. Just
The
the
middle
middle.
part. That's very good. Just the middle part. Okay. So the intersection is just gonna be the middle part. So this is A and this is B. The intersection is gonna be the middle portion. That's the intersection. So just this part is what we're gonna shade in. That is the intersection. And how do we describe the intersection? What do we say that is?
All the numbers that are in A and B.
Very good. All of the elements that are in A and B combine together. That are in both of them. Okay. But it has to be in both A and B in order for it to be in the intersection. Yes, Joseph.
You can explain how you get the answer for the fifth one you did?
This one right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The intersection is what is common in both A and B. All right. So it's always going to be, if you want an intersection of anything, it's always going to be the one in the middle. All right. That's how we get this one. The intersection is upside down. U is always the middle. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's move on to another one. So what if we have, what if we have this one? So it's going to be this symbol. What does this symbol mean? This one right out.
Union.
Union.
Someone say universal? No. What is sense of symbol?
Union.
Union. Very good. A union B. A union B. And what does A union B mean?
All.
All together.
Combine the two.
Everything together.
Everything combined, and everything in A and B combined, right? So for the union, it's going to be everything in A and B combined. So that's all it is. A, B, as well as the intersection. Oh, by the way, I haven't labeled my sets. So this is what we call set A. The set A. And this is set B. So the union, all right, is everything all together, all right? All of them all together. So it's gonna be all of this. So make sure I shade this thing nice and neat. Make sure you have it shaded nice and neat. All of this all together.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead.
When we're doing set diagram, well, like say we had seven, I'm gonna just put a number. 7 is an element of A. No. You remember the numbers outside the circles?
Yeah.
How would you put that in diagram form? Like if you were shading it in?
Ah, that's a very good question. You're looking at my notes, Natalia. You're looking at my notes.
No, sir.
Yes, you are. Very good question. So we're gonna be able to do that. All right. I want to show you exactly how to represent that in set diagram form. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. This I didn't create this part. Okay, anyways, all right, good. So, Zaria, where's Zaria? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how do I shade in the union of A and B?
You would shade in everything in A and B on the intersection.
Very good. Everything in A and B, including the intersection. All right. Renaya Douglas.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, if I try to shade in A only, what would I do?
Only shade in the portion on A side.
Okay, do I include the intersections?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Samantha Ferguson.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to shade in set A, what would I shade?
Just A and the intersection.
Very good. I include the intersection. Anastasia, if I'm trying to shade in the intersection of A and B, what would I shade?
The middle part.
The middle part. Very good. And Natalia, if I try to shade the union, what would I shade?
The intersection.
Union.
Oh, union. It'd be A, the intersection, and B.
Very good. So if I want the union of A and B, it'll be all of it combined, all right? So that's A, set B, and including the intersection. If I want the intersection, it'll just be the middle part. If I want set B, it'll just be the elements in B, including the intersection. If I want A only, it'll just be A, excluding the intersection. And if I want A, that's A only. If I want all of A, it'll be the elements in A, including the intersection. If I want B only, it'll be all of B, excluding the intersection. All right, so that's how we do these set diagrams. All right, any questions on this before we move on? All right, if there are no questions, are we done with the slide? Can I move on to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's move on to the first graded exercise. What I'm going to do is I am going to gonna be graded exercise. You're gonna do this by yourself. Graded exercise number 1. All right. So for the graded exercise, I'm going to give you, I'm gonna give you the diagram and you're gonna figure it out. All right, so it's gonna be 6 boxes, just like how we have. All right. So draw your 6 boxes.
Mr. Pete, I don't have a ruler. I don't have a ruler with me, so my boxes may not be the straightest.
You could use any straight edge that is near you, maybe another book that gives you a straight edge just to make sure it's neat. All right.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
All right. All right, good. Elchunik, what number you want? Elchunik. Where's Elchunik? He's over there with the glass. Now, please do not mix them up. Again, please do not mix them up. All right. So let's begin. Let's call this, again, you do this on your own. Do your own work. So let's call this number 1. It's going to be number 2. It's going to be number 3. This is number 4. This is number 5. This is number 6. All right. Let's call the set L. Let's call the set M. Let's call the set L. Let's call the set M. L. M. L. M. L. And M. Does the set always have to be labeled A and B? Or we could change the letter.
You could change the letter.
Change the letter very quick. So the first thing I want you to do is the first one I want the intersection L intersect M. That's the first one I want. I could make sure that this is good. Then I want you to tell me what is M only. Tell me what is set. What is set B? Means set L. Then I want the union of L and M. And I want set M. Then I want L only. All right. Okay, this is the work to do. Please shade in the diagram, shade in the right. Maybe I should have put that as the instructions. I should put that as the instructions. Shade in the appropriate areas. All right. Shade each diagram based on, or let's say each diagram correctly. Something like that. All right, so find space to write that for me. All right, so Kai, are you there? Where's Kai? Kai Wells? I can't hear from Kai. Kai Wells, are you there? His mic is not working. Justin Cash.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Of the graded exercise or matrices?
You want matrices?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm doing matrices.
All right, what number you on?
Right after the question that we left off of yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Zara, what number you on?
I'm on number 5.
Okay. Zaria, what number you on?
I'm on number 3.
Number 3. Stanley Penniman. What number you on? Stanley Penniman, are you there? Found out from that. Shekinah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Stanley. What number are you on?
Yes.
What
3.
number? Number 3. Okay.
3.
All right. You understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Shekinah, what number are you on? Shekinah, what number are you on? Shekinah, we can't hear you. You have to answer. And if you don't have if your mic is not working, answer inside the chat for me. Chardonnay, what number are you on?
I'm on number 4.
All right, good. Please do this work neatly. make sure that when you finish, take a picture of your work and the notes that I gave you previously. So Dion, where's Dion?
I'm here, sir.
I need the
Notes.
notes as well. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Badi. Can you go back up so that I could get the rest of the notes, please?
Savannah, why you keep coming late? Hello?
I was in home. I was in home and I was helping out someone with something, so that's why. So I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, and then we have to go back for you. All right, so we should have the first slide. Santos, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
All right, Samaya, what number you on?
I'm sending the work now.
Okay, that's good. Lanaya, what number you on? Lanaya? Where's Lanaya? There she is. Yana from Lanaya. That's not like her. She on, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Samantha, what number you on?
I was finished a while.
Okay, once you finish, take a picture of your work and also the notes and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, Lanaya.
Yes, sir.
I was calling you inside the meeting. What number are you on? You in class or no? I honestly thought I saw you. You probably saw Naya. And then, all right. Thank you. Oh, by the way. All right. Sam Charles, are you there? Where's Sam Charles? I can't hear you, Mr. Charles. All right. I can't hear Samuel. Sabria roll. What number you on?
I'm on number 5.
Number 5. Okay. And Rashid, what number are you on? Rashid Forbes, what number are you on? He says number 6. Okay, good. Renaya, what number are you on?
I'm finished. I'm
Okay.
sending it now.
And Huarai, I really can't pronounce your name, so please forgive me. Huarai, what number are you on? Is Huarai here? And I'm from Huarai. Olivia, what number you on?
I don't. It's Jonathan now.
That's from who? Huarai. How do you pronounce your name?
Korai.
Say it again.
Korai.
Huarai. Okay. All right. Take a picture of your notes and send it to me, please. Huarai. Olivia, what number are you on?
Taking the photo, Mr. Petit.
All right. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
And Naya,
Yes, sir.
what number you on?
I'm on 2020.
Do you understand? What
I'm trying to understand.
okay.
I asked Sienna for some of her notes and I'm going through them right now.
I didn't send you the solutions.
Pardon me?
Didn't I send you the solutions?
Yes, sir, you did, but I think the highest that it goes up to is 2017.
2017. No, man. I sent you up the. Oh yes. I'm sorry. I supposed to send you. Oh, I see the problem. I got you. Give me one moment. What I'm gonna send you the full one. I'm sorry. Why you didn't message me, Naya, all that time?
I don't know. I messaged Sienna instead.
What she give you?
She just gave me some of the notes she took down in class, I guess.
Okay. All right, I just sent you the rest. So that's the full thing.
Yes, sir.
Look at it and see if you understand. If you have any questions, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
What is the subject that we have after math?
We always have after math, English. All right, so how many persons are still working?
I finished.
How many persons are finished? Let me know if those who are finished. Let me know.
I didn't send mine to you, but Mr. Petit.
All right, good. Okay, so let's go over them. All right, who want to help me with number 1? Any volunteers for number 1?
Me.
All right, Shion. Okay, good. Hopefully you get this right. We want the intersection. What is the intersection?
The intersection of L and M
It's
is
gonna be
the
what?
middle part.
The middle part. Very good. Okay, so the middle part is correct. That's the intersection. How many persons have that? Let me know, please.
Me.
Persons got the middle part.
Me.
Me.
Very good. So it's gonna be the middle part. Oh, by the way. Let me show you. Let me show you how to do it. So you could either shade it like how I shade it, or you can do it like this. So you can do it with the lines. Okay. That's another way to shade it.
Excuse me,
Right.
Mr. Petit.
Huh?
Like, I'm watching the video, but I can't hear it because I on the class as well.
Oh. I see a problem. I see the problem. Okay, that's what to do. I just want to know what number you use beyond. That's all I want to know. So I guess periodically just tell me what number you want. All right.
Okay.
Pardon?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. Okay then. So this is the intersection. All right. L intersect M. All right. So like I said, you could do the lines or you could do the thing out. Okay, so now who wanna help me with number 2? M only. M only.
Me.
All right, Renaya. What is
Yes,
M
sir.
only?
M only is the M portion without the in middle piece.
Very good. The M portion without the intersection. It's gonna be this.
Yes, sir.
All right. Again, without the intersections. You don't shade the intersection when you're doing this. M only. All right. How many persons got that for number 2? Let me know.
Me.
Yes,
Me.
sir.
Jeremiah, Kendrick.
Me.
John.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else?
So I got that.
Me.
Very good. All right. Now we need a volunteer for set L. I want set L. Who can help me with that one?
I will do it. I will do it.
All right. Go ahead, Kendrick.
The intersection and set M L only.
Very good. The intersection and L only. Very good. Do you have that in your book, Kendrick?
Yes, sir.
Right. How about your brother? Does he have it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. So we want the intersection along with, right, L only. So the elements of L, including the intersection. All right, perfect. Now, let's look at the union. Any volunteers for the union of L and M? Any volunteers? Jabez, let's go. I
So,
want union, yes.
so that's everything.
Everything? Uh-huh.
Like L2 sure. Like L the set L, set M, and the intersection.
Very good. Very good. Excellent way to put it. Set L, set M, and the intersection. So that's going to be the union. Oh, by the way, for the union, right? Do we have repeats? Do we repeat the elements in the union?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No repeats. Right? So all of this is the union. The union of L and M. And does it matter that I use a different letter? What if I use P and Q? Is it the same thing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's the same thing no matter what letter I use. A, B, L, and M, P and Q, R and K, it doesn't matter. So this is the union of the two sets. All right, if you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it wrong, please put an X and make sure write the right one next to it. How many persons got this one right?
Yes, sir.
Me.
I did.
Yes, sir.
Me.
Very good.
Me.
Perfect. Now I need someone to help me with number 5, set L, set M. All of set M. Chardonnay, go ahead.
You shade in the set M and the intersection.
Very good. We should set M and the intersection. How many persons got that? Set M and the intersection.
Yes,
Me.
sir.
Very good. M
Me.
and the intersection. Very good. So you want to shade in all the full circle. All right. Good now. Quarai, do not write on my screen, please. All right. And last and final one. Anyone for the number 6?
Me.
That's Kendrick or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
You ready? When? I want someone else to go. Thank you, though.
Me.
Go ahead, China.
You only shade in the L part. It's not including the interception.
Very good. You only shade the L part and you do not include the intersection. Good. So no intersection is included in this. All right. If you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it wrong, please put an X. And if you got all right,
Yes, all right.
place I in the chat. If you got all right, put I in the chat. If you got all right. Don't lie now. Because when I see your books, I can know if you lie or tell the truth. So if you got all right, please put I in the chat for me, please. If you got all right. Again, if you got all right, please put I in the chat. All right, good. So we have a lot of persons who got it right. Kaden, you sure you get all right? Sure.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. I have 2 Kadens now. Kaden, Kaden with a K and Kaden with a C. But all right. Okay, Kaden George.
Yes, sir.
You sure you get all right?
Yes, sir. True to the Bible, of course.
True to the Bible. All right, good. So since we have no questions on this, let's move on to the other ones. So we still have more diagrams to draw. All right. These ones you got to be very careful. They're kind of tricky. So again, these ones are kind of tricky, so be careful, all right? So again, oh, by the way, let me label this. Let me just label it as more set diagrams.
Mr. Petit, this created assignment number 2.
No, this is new notes, all right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So more set diagrams. All right, so Samantha, did you get everything right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you understand what we're doing, or you have any questions for me?
I understand it so far.
Okay, good. So All right, make sure when you send in your notes, send your notes as well as the exercise. All right, so send the notes as well as the exercise. All right, please do that for me. Send the notes as well as the exercise. All right, so for this one, I'm going to use a symbol, and some of you may know what it is. And if you know what it is, you're going to tell me what this symbol is. Okay? If you don't know, then you're going to learn it today. But what is this symbol right now?
Universal set.
Universal set. Very good. So the symbol means the universal set. So when I have the symbol E, I mean I want the universal set. And how do we shade in the universal set? So let's say we have that this is A, right? Let's say that this is B.
Mr. Petit, I think I know how it's shaded in.
All right, tell me what you think.
Okay, so you would shade in. So if it's A, you shade in all the universal sets of A. You would do the where B is and everything outside of it.
All right. The A doesn't have universal sets. It's only one universal set. So
you would shade in everything for the universal set.
The whole box, right?
Yes,
that's what you mean, Dion?
Yes, sir.
The whole box, all right? By the way, let me stay in the line. Like how they tell you in primary school, shade in line. All right, so we want everything, because remember, universal set is the set that contains all of the elements, right? Remember we learned that last week. So if we want the universal set, obviously the universal set is going to be all of the elements in A and B combined, including the ones on the outside, all right? So that's the difference between the universal set and the union, because the union just includes A and B, but the universal set is everything in A and B combined, all right? That's the universal set. Is that clear? Hello, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Also, could you go over it again, please?
All right, who's asking the question? Who's asking the question?
Me, I asked if you could go over it again, please.
Okay, what's your name?
Renaya.
Renaya, okay. Okay, so what I'm saying is when the universal set, this is a symbol for the universal set. It's like it looked like an E, but the universal set is, when we talk about the universal set, that's all of the elements in A and B combined, including the ones on the outside. All right. So the whole rectangle is the universal set. All right. So if I ask you to shade in the universal set, you have to shade in everything. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Good. So all of A and B combined. Okay. Perfect. So that's the universal set. Now, this is where things get tricky. So you'll be paying close attention to this one. This is where things get tricky. So pay close attention. Some of you may know, some of you may be lost. Don't get lost. If you are lost, please let me know if you are lost. All right, so we're gonna call this one. We're gonna call this one A. We're gonna call this one what? B. All right. So, good. So that being said, let's use the symbol . Let's use the symbol A prime. What does this symbol mean?
Means the elements in the next set, the opposite set.
Opposite elements, opposite set. But what does it mean though? How do we call it? What do we say?
It means everything and everything outside of A.
Everything outside of A. I know, but what do we call it? What's its name?
Elements not
Complement.
named.
Someone said
Complement.
it.
It's called a complement.
A complement. Someone said it. Say it again. What's it called?
A complement.
A complement. Very good. So a complement is everything, and this is Sabria's first class, and she noticed. Some of y'all been there from forever, and y'all didn't pick that up yet. Come on. A complement, that's everything in the universal set except for A. All right, that's what a complement is. So that means that we're gonna do everything on the outside, but we are not gonna touch A. All right, so be careful, do not touch A. This is a complement. Everything in the universal set except for set A. So you can't touch that circle. Can't touch it. All right. You could shade around it. You can't touch it. All right. That's what we call the universal set. Sian, you have a question?
Yes, sir. I'm done with the matrices.
You're serious?
Yes, sir.
Wow. I'm impressed. So okay, so since you're done with the matrices, I haven't done functions yet. So just focus on what we're doing there now then, since you finished.
Yes, sir. Mr. Petit, I can be so honest, I might just cry when we do functions because I took one look at the first question and I was so lost.
Wait, I haven't sent you 2008 yet, eh?
No, sir. I worked it out and I think it's right.
Okay. Here's what to do. Take a picture of what you did. For everything, just send me one complete thing.
From 2022 all the way up to 2008?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
By the way, how do you feel about matrices? You think you get it?
It's not that bad anymore. I get it.
That's good. So when you see them in paper 3, don't say, oh, Mr. Petit, I don't know how to do that. Da, da, da. But you have to revise it so you won't forget. So you do not want to include A. All right. You don't want to include A. Oh. So don't include A. So a complement, that's what we call it. A complement is going to be everything in the universal set except for the elements that are in A. All right. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Everyone got it?
Yes, sir.
That makes
Yes, sir.
a lot of sense.
All right, Kaden. It's funny guy. All right. Now,
Excuse
so
me, Mr. Petit.
say it again.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. Are you sure
Yes,
that was
go-
Kata?
Say it again.
Are you sure that was Kata?
Yes, I am sure I was kidding. Santos. Yeah, you can't trick me now. All right. Okay, so we know a complement. You think the next thing we're gonna do logically?
B
B
complement.
complement.
B complement. Boy, y'all some smart children. B complement.
See, now you can't say we looking at your notes, Mr. Petit.
Yeah. That's what y'all doing. I don't know if y'all could see it on the screen or something. Maybe I sharing. my notes as well. I know. All right, so what is B complement? That's gonna be what?
Everything except the B circle.
Everything
Everything
except
except for
so you
B.
can fit in everything.
Very good. Everything except for B. So let's do that. So this is gonna be set A. This is gonna be set B. By the way, you see how neat my stuff is? And some people have the audacity to send me scribbly swatch. Please do not do that. I keep on telling y'all, I am not Bahamas Waste. So don't send me garbage. So we do not want to touch what? B. We do not want to touch B. So so we could touch A, no problem, but we cannot include B in the complement. Now, if we was doing set B, obviously, if we're doing set B, we could touch B. But here we're doing the complement, So you cannot touch B. We want everything except for the elements in B. Okay? Again, everything except for the elements in B. Naya, did the solutions help?
Yes, sir.
All right, what number are you on?
I'm on 2018.
Okay. How about the first years? Do you understand them, or you need me to explain them after we finish?
I may need some explanation for 1 second.
Okay.
I think 2019.
What is that? What is that saying?
Specifically for the part where, why would the resultant matrix be 3 by 1?
Oh, as you continue to do them, you'll understand. So the resultant matrix be 3 by 1 because you always use the outside. You know what I mean? So you circle the ones that are inside and the outside, the ones on the outside, the numbers on the outside, that's left. That's the resultant matrix. That's the order of the resultant matrix. But you will see it time and time again. So I think you'll get that as you like do the rest. Yeah. That's the only question. That's the only question.
I'll see if there are more when I get to them.
That's fine. Yeah. But let me know, please let me know. All right, so again, for the complement of B, we do not include anything that's inside of B. All right. So all of B, sorry, all of the universal set, but we do not include the elements inside B. Is that clear? Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. Good. Chai, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Explain to me how we got B complement.
B complement is everything but B.
Very good. How are we gonna get A complement?
A complement is everything but A.
Very good. Nathan Higgs, are you there? Where's Nathan Higgs? Can I have from Nathan? Nathan, I need you to answer in the mic. Is your mic working? Nathan, is your mic working? Also, Matthew, do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you get all right in the first one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you send me your notes?
Yeah, sir.
All right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So for this one, so we have the universal set, we have A complement, and we also have B complement. Now, for this one, you really have to pay close attention. All right, so we have the universal set, A complement, B complement. Now I want someone to tell me, this one is hard. Honestly, this one is difficult, so you have to be paying attention. So if you actually know what this is, then you're a genius. So this one is difficult. Let me explain to you why. Or let me tell you it, and then you can tell me if you know the answer. So for this one, I want A union B complement. What is that going to be? A union.
Wouldn't that be like
That's everything. That would be everything.
Everything?
Everything? Really?
Everything except the outside.
Wouldn't that be like nothing?
All right. What am I shading?
Oh, Mr. Badid, I think I know. Mr. Badid, I think I know.
What do you think?
Just outside box.
What do you think it is?
Everything besides
Every
intersection.
everything besides outside box.
No, everything
besides-
I think everything besides the circles.
The circle.
Everything beside the circles?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think everything, Mr. Petit.
Everything, just shading everything.
Everything. I think I might be wrong, but
They complement.
Complement.
I think it's everything inside the circle.
Everything inside the circle. All right. What is A union B? What is A union B? Tell me what is A union B.
Everything.
Everything.
Everything in A and B.
Everything in A and A, B,
Very
and all is in this way.
This is A union B, right? This is A union B.
But with the
Remember.
complement, just sitting outside the box.
Exactly. But remember, we want the complement. So we cannot shade this. You have to shade on the outside. All right? Because we want the complement of it. All right? So you can't shade in this. You have to shade in the complement. So it's going to be the outside box. All right? So everything on the outside. Do not touch A and B. That's what the complements say. Do not touch A and B.
I used like 2% of my brain capacity just now.
Yes. So you cannot shade, or you shouldn't shade the inside circles, just the outside box. All right. That's what we mean by the complement of the union. Okay. So just shade in, oh boy. All right, so this is gonna be interesting. So you're gonna shade and everything. Only remember, I think who had this question? I think Natalia, you asked this question, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
I don't think it was this question.
Yes, you did. You said, what would happen if we want only the outside? Remember?
Oh, yes. So I
Yeah.
did ask the question.
I
So
know.
you answered my question.
Exactly. So you do not shade the inside circles. All right, so let me all right. Try our best, because this is not easy to do it on this computer. But we're gonna try. Might as well. Kendra, you have a question? I see you message me.
Hey, Mr. Badik.
Yes, John.
So question, so the second one with the A,
What do we call that?
the-
You should know we call that a complement.
yeah, A complement, yeah. So that means everything within A or everything outside A?
Everything except for A. You notice that we didn't say it in the A circle, right?
No.
Good. And the same thing for B complement. You see that we shade everything except for B, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything outside B or A.
Yes, exactly. That's what we mean by the complement. Now for this one, we want A union B complement. So we cannot shade the union. That's why we ain't shading none of the circles.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
How about, do you understand the universal set, the first one?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I understand that one as well.
All right.
All right.
So A union B complement is everything in the universal set except for A union B. Just be careful. So A union B complement is everything inside the universal set except for A union B. All right. All right. You'll understand that? Are we good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect.
Mr. Petit, you did it like that because it's a compliment.
It's the complement, yes. So if you look at A union B, what is A union B?
A union B is all the sets in A and B.
Exactly. But I want the complement of that. So you cannot include it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh, it makes sense now.
Yeah, you cannot include it. All right. So now let's do another one. This one is going to be it's a next one that's difficult as well. Some may get it, some may not get it. But let's see. This one is also difficult. So what if I have?
Afternoon, Mr. Petit.
Good afternoon. What is going to be A intercept B complement? So let me give you the diagram, by the way. What is going to be A intersect B complement? Why y'all so quiet?
It's
Middle,
side except middle part.
everything besides the
Uh-huh.
middle part.
Everything besides the middle part?
Yes.
Yes.
sir.
All right. Why?
Because the interception is the common element.
Exactly. Y'all got it. Everything except the middle part. Okay. So Let's call the set A and B. Remember, the intersection between A and B is this part right here. But if you want the complement of that, you would include all that is everything except that. All right, so let's call this one A. And this one is going to be B. All right, so we're gonna shade in everything except for the middle. So the intersection of B complement is going to be everything except for the everything except for the intersection. We don't want nothing in the middle part. We don't want none of that. I can show you. Everything except the middle part. Okay. So
Excuse me, Mr. Padilla, I have a question.
go ahead, Latavia.
What subsets have its own diagram or no?
That is a good question. That is a very good question. Subsets can have their own diagrams. Because, and that's kind of weird. It's gonna be kind of interesting when talking about the subsets diagram and shade it in, because yeah, that's probably a whole nother class if I were to teach it. So for the A intersect B complement is going to be A and B. But we do not include the middle. We include everything else except for the middle part. All right, good. Dion, how do we get the A intersect B complement? Dion.
Pardon me?
How do we get A intersect B complement? How do we get that?
We get that by just shading everything around, everything besides the middle.
Very good. Everything besides the middle. Bethany, are you there? Where's Bethany?
Yes, sir.
How do we get A intersect B complement?
Pardon me?
How do we get A intersect B complement?
You shade in everything except the intersection.
Very good. You shade in everything except the middle, everything except the intersection. Kendrini, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Malik Rule, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
How do we get A union B complement?
Pardon me?
How do you get A union B complement?
You will shade in everything outside of the two circles.
You shade in everything outside of the two circles. Very good. Malia, how do we get Malia, how do we get A union B complement?
By shading in everything except for the intersection.
By shading everything. A union B complement. Not A intersect B complement. You see what I'm saying? So I'm referring to this one. Malia. Where's Malia? Malia roll? I don't know what happened to her in connection. Latika?
Yes, sir.
How do we get the universal set?
See, I so lost. I was trying to get my stuff from my headphones. I didn't find it. Then I left it outside. So
So you don't know?
my stuff from my headphones.
Okay, the way how we get the universal set is we shade in all of A and B. Okay, that's how we get the universal set. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, can I step away real quick, please?
Yes, we can. Now, the way how we get A complement is we shade in everything except for A. Okay. And tell me, Latavia. Latavia.
You call my name?
Yes, Latavia, I'm calling you.
Can you repeat that?
You're very low, Latavia. I'm asking you, what is B complement?
Everything except for B.
Everything except for B. Very good. All right, so can I move from the slide?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Is there one more? Let me see if I can do one more before I go. Let's see, is there anything left? I think we've done it all except for it's a good one. What else haven't we done? We done the universal set, the complement of B, the complement of A union B, A intersect B. What if we have
We're forgetting a subset.
not subsets. What if we have yeah, let's do subsets then. Let's do a subset. That'll be good. So no, that wouldn't make sense. If we do a subset, that would not be nice. But what if we want, let's do this time, let's say that the two sets, they do not have an intersection. So we're gonna call these disjoint sets. So if I want you to draw disjoint sets, then this is how you would draw two disjointed sets. So we call them disjoint sets because they're not together. It's gonna be disjoint sets. So these two sets do not have an intersection. So the intersection, we see that the intersection is an empty set. So if we call this one A, we call this one B. So we can call this one disjoint sets A and B. Okay, good. Okay, so are we good with this slide?
No, sir.
No, sir. I still ran the last one.
Last one? Okay.
No, sir.
So this is disjoint sets A and B.
Mr. Petit, share them and like how you have to.
Yes, well, you could shade them or you would not shade them in. Let me not shade them in because you don't have to shade them. Because they're disjoint
Excuse
sets.
me, Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So basically, for I forget the question. You caused me forget the question because then
No,
you
don't
looking at
blame
my
me.
notes.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me. You forget your one question. How you can blame me? All right. So these sets are disjointed sets, all right?
Oh, I remember the question now. So basically, these are just sets what are do not have no elements in it, basically.
They have elements, right? It's just that they don't have no intersection. Okay.
No, I'm talking about all the diagrams on the whole.
Oh, they have, okay, we just didn't put no elements inside of it. But all these sets could have elements in them, right? I just didn't put the numbers so you wouldn't get confused. So that it would make it make the diagrams too confusing. But we could put numbers in it. And if we put numbers, the universal set would still be everything. If we had numbers, the complement of A would still be everything except for A. Remember when we had numbers? A complement was still everything except for A. I'm just drawing diagrams so that you wouldn't be confused with all the numbers. All right, so let's go on to grade exercise number 2.
Mr. Petit.
There's no shading for this, by the way. No shading. No shading for the last one. All right, so there's no shading for the last one. Please make a note of that. There's no shading. All right, so grade exercise number 2. So where appropriate, shade. So where appropriate, shade in the diagrams. All right, so let's make this smaller so you can see it. So we're gonna have six diagrams again. You're gonna have to do this one relatively quickly because our time for math is fast dwindling. All right, so please work with haste with these 6 ones. Please laugh. All right, please make sure mute your mic if you're not speaking. Chai.
You said you're not shading for the answer.
No, I'm saying only for the last one, there was no shading.
Oh, that's all.
Only for the last question. All right, so for each one of these, let's number them. So we have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. And for this one, doesn't matter if I change the letter.
No,
No,
No, sir.
No, so I'm gonna call this one P, call this one Q. I'm gonna call this one P. You're gonna be using P and Q for this one. So P and Q. And P and Q. And then P and Q. And then P and Q.
Nobody must repeat the thing and I'm cutting out.
All right, no problem. All right, so okay, so what we want to do, we want to shade in the diagrams. All right, so for the first one, I want you to now make sure I do this on your own. I'm not got nobody else book. So for the first one, I want you to shade in P complement. What is P complement? For the second one, I want you to shade in P union Q complement. For the third one, I want you to shade in Q complement. What is Q complement? For the fourth one, I want you to shade in. For the fourth one, let's just do I want you to do, for the fourth one, I want you to do P intercept Q complement. So the first one is P complement, the second one is P union Q complement. This one is Q complement, P intercept, Q complement. The last one we want. The last one we want. What is this? I want you to shade in that. And for this one, I want you to tell me. This joint sets. P and Q. All right, once you finish, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish, take a picture of your work, including your notes, and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you're finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me.
Yes.
But you can send the previous slide before this one, please.
What's the name?
J-Baz.
J-Baz. Okay, this is the previous slide. For those who missed it, this is the previous slide. I'm gonna put it inside the chat. For those who missed it, this is the previous slide. No problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Pati.
Yes, Jevin.
Can you put, I just resumed, can you put the other sides in the chat, please?
I just put the previous slide in. To put the other ones would take some time. I just probably will send you the recording. Okay, so Kenyan, what number are you on? Kenya, is Kenyan there? Yana from Kenyan. Kedrinik, what number are you on?
I started.
Don't start yet? What happened for taking so long?
I was drawing the things.
Okay. But you have drawn all of them already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Kaden Miller, what number are you on?
I on 2.
Number 2. You can finish the question. Yes, Latika?
I'm so lost.
What you have to do is look at, do you see the picture inside the chat?
Yes, sir.
Look at that, and from that example, then do the rest of these. All right?
Okay.
It's not okay. It's yes or no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Badid, I thought you was calling me for a second.
Oh, that's why I say the last name. Dwayne, where's Dwayne?
Yeah.
Dwayne, what number are you on? What number are you on? Say it again. I can't hear you. Your mic is not working properly. Say it again. Mr. Badid. Give me one moment. Dwayne, what number are you on?
I'm still going to boxes.
Okay. Did you send in the first notes? Tell your mommy to send in the first notes, please. Because I don't have that from you. Yes, Latika. Say it again.
My bad. I was not real.
Denisha.
Yes, sir.
Did you send in your first notes?
Yes, sir.
What number are you on?
I finished.
You finished already?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, I sent mine.
All right. You sure your answer right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that means you understand.
Yes, sir.
All right, no problem. Mr. Badid. One moment. Dijon. Dijon? Where's Dijon? All right, make sure shade in the diagrams. Shade in the diagrams based on based on the notes that you had for the first slide.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Can we use lines to represent that we shaded it in?
Yes, we can. All right, anyone else have any questions before? Anyone else have any questions? Dijon, I need you to send in your notes. You haven't sent in your notes from the first one. Denisha, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me, please. Once you're finished with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me, please. Ciara, what number are you on? What's the name? Ciara, Reckley?
Yes, sir.
What number are you on?
You call it a freak, dummy.
Justin, what number you on? Justin, what number are you on? Justin Cash? No, not from Justin. Jeremy, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay, good. And Gianna, what number are you on?
I'm sending it to you now.
Okay. All right, good. Garvin Lawrence, what number are you on?
I on number 5, sir.
Number 5. And Evanice, what number are you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Dwayne, what number are you on?
Number 2.
What number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Take a picture of your work and send it to me, please. Use your mommy phone to do it.
Yes, sir.
And Zara, you have a question?
Number 3.
Mr. Petit, can I use the restroom?
Yes, you can. Destiny, what number you on?
Five.
What number you on, Destiny?
5.
All right. Please be careful with number 6. Darnik, what number are you on, Darnik?
Number 6.
Number 6. Do you have any questions, Darnik, for me?
No, sir.
And Dion, what number you on?
Finished, Mr. Petit. They sent everything to you already.
Perfect. Dante Darville, what number are you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. All right, who's gonna help me with number 1? What is P complement? Would y'all put for P complement?
You have to, Mr. Petit, can I answer it?
You have to shade in
One moment, one moment. All right. Who's gonna help me with number one? I want someone help me with number one. How are we gonna get P complement?
Can I do it, Mr. Petit?
Go ahead.
You have to shade in, you have to shade in everything outside of the box, and you have to shade in Q except for the intersection, and you can't shade in P.
You can't say it in P. Is she correct? Is she right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
good. So for P complement, you shade in everything except for P. All right. Everything except for P. Everything except for P. So do not shade P. So for P complement, remember P complement is everything except for P, except for P. So do not shade in P. All right, everything except for P. Oopsies, I missing shade inside of P. Do not shade inside of P, everything except for P. Oh my goodness, why did I do that? I had to do it again. All right, let's do it again. Everything except for P. I know it's 8:01. You're supposed to start at 8. So give me one moment. I know we're supposed to start English at 8, but we're gonna probably start English at 8:10. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I have to hang up to send the picture to you.
Yes, once you finish with the work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you
Yes,
finish
sir.
with the work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Who's finished? Let me know who's finished. If you're finished, let me know.
Finish. I'm finished.
Finish.
All right, good.
Finished.
Perfect. Remember, P complement is everything except for P. All right, how many persons got this?
I got that.
I did.
I did.
All right, how about for this one? What is this?
Me, I'll do it.
Yes, Calvin? Yes, Jevin?
So first you shade all outside the boxes for P and Q.
So we shading the outside except for P and Q, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we shade the outside, but we do not shade P and Q. How many persons got that?
I got that.
All right, only 1%?
I get it. I did.
Who else?
I did.
Very good.
Okay, George get that.
So again, shading everything except for P and Q, because they said they want the complements of the union, right? All right, next up, Q complement. What is Q complement?
Everything that's not in Q.
You get it. Shading everything outside the box and P but not Q.
Very good. Shading everything in the universal set, everything except for Q. All right, so can't shade in Q. So we shade in P. We could shade in P, but we cannot shade in Q. How many persons got this one? We could shade in Q. You cannot shade in Q.
I got that.
I did.
All right, very good, Javin. And the others? Shade in P, but you cannot shade in Q.
The main kid didn't get that.
I say the main kid. No, don't say it like that. Just say Kate and George. All right?
Let's say Kate and George got that.
Yes, Kate and George. Now, some of mine might not be exactly right because I'm trying to quickly do it, but I think you all get the main idea. Do not shade in Q. All right. How about this one? P intersect Q complement. What is that? Anyone? P intersect Q complement. What is that one?
Everything but the middle.
Everything except the middle.
Everything
Everything.
except the middle. Very good. Everything except the middle.
I got that. I got that.
Okay.
Y'all know how I got that.
Samaya, please note that you were that your mic was not muted. So we heard everything you said, including your little rap song.
Excuse me, Ms. Petit.
Yes, Latika?
We doing English class today?
Yes, right after this.
Okay, Misa.
So everything except for the middle.
Markets Finland.
Huari, what you said? Huari?
Sorry.
What you said?
Excuse me, activity.
Go ahead.
Which subject are we doing after English?
No, only doing English. Math and English.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. When you guys are done, when we finish with the maths, maybe we'll leave because I'm not taking English.
That's who's speaking.
Santos.
Yes, we can.
That's it. Thank you.
All right, so this is the universal set. The universal set is going to be what?
Everything.
Everything.
Very good. Everything in P and Q. So the universal set is everything in P and Q. And finally, some people might get this wrong. We want the disjoint sets of P and Q. What is that?
It would just be two circles
It'll just
not
be
connected.
Not connected. Very good.
Surprisingly, I got all right.
Please make sure that your Latika, where's Latika? Latika,
Yes,
your
sir.
camera is on.
It was.
It was on, yes. I just turned it off. All right, so remember, if we want disjoint sets, what does disjoint sets mean?
Draw two circles without it being connected.
They're not connected, right? That's why they say disjoint, because they're not connected. So P and then Q. Please take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me so I can have it. How many persons got all right?
I got all right.
Me.
I got all right.
All right, if you got
Mr.
all right,
Batik.
please
I
put
got all
I
right.
in the chat. If you got all right, please put I in the chat. Put I in the chat if you got all right, and do not lie. Again, if you get all right, please put I in the chat and do not lie. Tell the Bible truth. All right, so we have Sabria, Joseph. Joseph, why you get all right and you didn't send me your notes yet?
I send notes.
Send the notes?
Yes, sir.
Only one problem. You use A and B, it's P and Q, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, good. So Sabria, very good. CJ, Bethany, Dwayne, and all the rest of you. Very good. So we're gonna move on to, are we done with this slide, by the way?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. Now we're gonna move on to English language. So Naya, I need you paying attention. Justin Cash, I need you here as well. Today is gonna be good.
What do you mean by that?
Bye, Mr. B.
All right, so this one is gonna be very good. I actually like today's class for English. So let's head up. So first of all, I need someone to give me one example of a clause. Give me one clause that you know. You've done several. Give me one.
Independent.
Independent clause. Yes, anyone else?
Dependent clause.
Dependent clause. Good.
Adjective.
Adjective
Dependent clause.
Okay, good. Dependent clause, independent. Say it again.
Adjective clauses.
Adjective clauses, right? Tell me, what are independent clauses?
They can function on its own.
It functions on its own. Very good. And what else? It forms a complete what?
thought or idea.
Complete thought. Very good. Or idea. What is a dependence clause?
It cannot
It
stand
cannot
on
function for itself.
Very good. It cannot function on its own. And it needs what? It
thought or
needs
idea.
what is it? What does it need? What does
The
it need?
independent clause.
It needs an independent clause, right? So, and then now the last one we learned last week was adjective clause. And what is adjective clause? Let's see if I can remember. Adjective clauses. Adjective clauses are dependent clauses that modifies a what?
A noun.
Noun.
That modifies a noun. Very good. And we know it because they start off with relative pronouns and relative. They start off with relative pronouns, and that's how we could identify, adjective clauses. Today we're going to be looking at adverbial clauses. That's how we pronounce them, adverbial clauses. And maybe next class we can look at noun clauses. But today we're going to be looking at adverbial clauses. So we're going to first start off with the definition of an adverbial clause. Like, what is an adverbial clause, right? So that's going to be the first question. So adverbial clauses, write this down for me, please. Or we can say, sorry, please give me a break. An adverbial clause, we can say is a dependent clause that functions as an adverb in a sentence. By the way, what are adverbs? Anyone know what adverbs? You ever did that in school? Anyone did adverbs in school?
I forget what that is.
What did you do in school?
Describe a verb.
That's a
action word.
It take the place of a verb.
Take a place of a verb. So adverbs modifies what? They modify verbs. All right. All right, it serves to modify what? Verbs.
Verb.
Adjectives. Or adverbs. Verbs. That's what an adverb does, by the way. An adverb modifies a verb. It also modifies adjectives too. And it also modifies adverbs, but in the case of adverbial clauses, they modify the entire clause. So Dion, what do we mean by an adverbial clause? What is that?
It's a dependent clause that function as an adverb in a sentence.
Very good. Natalia, what do adverbial clauses modify?
It modifies verbs, adverbs, adjectives, or in the entire clauses.
Very good.
Mr.
So
Z, you forget the or the entire clauses.
or entire clauses. Like not the entire clauses. Like, you know what I mean? So let's look at types of adverbs or types of. So there are types of adverbial clauses. So let's look at the different types. So the first type that we're going to be looking at is the adverbial clause of time. So adverbial clause of time. So you have to be paying attention with me with this one, so you wouldn't get confused. So when we say adverbial clause of time, these indicate when an action takes place. So if we're looking at an adverbial clause of time, it's going to tell you when the action took place. All right. For example, if I said, he left the party after everyone had gone. He left the party after everyone had gone. What is the adverbial clause in here? The adverbial clause of time.
After.
Say it again.
After.
After. Okay, that's close. The adverbial clause of time
Had
is
gone.
No. Would I have an underline? After everyone had gone. Okay. So if I ask you when did he leave, you would say what? After everyone had gone. That's the adverbial clause of time right there. So it answers the question of when something happened. All right. That's what we mean by the adverbial clause of time. It answers the question of when something happens. Okay. The next type of adverbial clause that we have is the adverbial clause of place. So adverbial clause of place. So we have the adverbial clause of time and we have the adverbial clause of place. So adverbial clause of time answers the question of when something happens. What do you think the adverbial clause of place answers?
Where it's happening?
Where something, where something happens. So these indicate where an action occurs. So if I want to tell you where an action occurs, what type of clause would I need? I want to tell you where an action occurs. What type of clause would I need?
Independent.
I would need an adverbial clause of place because I want to tell you where something happens. But if I want to tell you when something happens, I would need an adverbial clause of what?
Time.
Of time. Okay. Good. So let's look at an example. So she hid the treasure where no one could find it. So she hid the treasure where no one could find it. What is the adverbial clause of place in this question?
Where no one
can find it.
When no one can find it.
When no one can find it. Because that's telling you where she hid the treasure, right? If I ask you, where did she hid the treasure? You would say, she hid it where no one could find it. So the adverbial clause of place is where no one could find it. Y'all understanding these? Or?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So we have two types of adverbial clauses so far that we know. What are they?
Adverbial clause of time.
Time and adverbial clause of place.
Adverbial clause of place.
Very good. Adverbial clause of time and adverbial clause of place. Good. Number 3. It's gonna get a little interesting, so please pay close attention. So we have the adverbial clause of time, adverbial clause of place. Now we want the adverbial clause of manner. All right. Adverbial clause of manner. So these describe how an action is performed. All right. So these tell you how an action is performed. How. So you're describing how it's, you ain't telling me where it is. You ain't telling me when it is. You're telling me how. Okay. So these describe how an action is performed. All right. So let me give an example. So he apologized in a way that made everyone forgive him. Question, what is the adverbial clause of manner?
In a way that made everyone forgive him.
That everyone forgive him.
Very good. In a way that made everyone forgive him. So how did he apologize?
In a way that that made everyone forgive.
Way that made everyone forgive him. Understand? So the adverbial clause tells us how they performed the action. How? Was it fast? Was it slow? In what manner? All right. How? Okay. Okay. So we know 3 so far. What are the 3 adverbial clauses that we know?
A verbal clause of time.
Adverbial clauses of place, clauses of manner.
An adverbial clause of manner. So we know adverbial clause of time, that tells us when. Adverbial clause of place tells us where. And adverbial clause of manner tells us how. How. Okay, how. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you think we have any more? Yes, we do. So we have a adverbial clause of place, a adverbial clause of manner. Now we're going to talk about
What about what?
exactly. So we're going to look at adverbial clause. Adverbial clause of reason. So it's cause. So this is like why something. Okay. Why?
So basically, we're using the four W's and the H.
Yeah, basically, you know, if you want to look at it like that. So these indicate, or these tell us why something happened. The purpose, all right? So these tell us not the purpose, but the reason, right? The cause, right? So the cause, right? So they tell us the cause of something. The cause. So why something? Why? Who's the reason? So we have where, we have why, we have how, all right? So let me give you an example. He failed his exam because he didn't study. So what is that adverbial clause of reason for this one?
Did not study.
Didn't study.
Because you got to include the subordinating conjunction.
Because he didn't study.
Study.
All right. That's the adverbial clause, because he didn't study. Right. All right, good. Next we have the adverbial clause. Make sure I don't mix these up. Next we have the adverbial clause. Color we could use for this one. Yeah. Next we have the adverbial clause of condition. Adverbial clause of condition. All right. So please do not mix these up. I know we have a lot of colors going on, but don't mix them up. It's easy to mix them up. So adverbial clause of condition. So these express a condition or a situation that must be met. That must be met for another action. For another action to occur. So this one is sort of different. So these express a condition or situation that must be met for another action to occur. So the key word in this one is if. All right, if. So for example, it's getting smaller. So for example, let's say we'll go to the beach if the weather is nice. So what is the adverbial clause of condition?
If the weather is nice.
If the weather is nice. So that's the condition. If the weather is nice, we go. If the weather is not nice, then we don't go. That's the adverbial clause of condition. Right? Good. The sixth one. So we have adverbial clause of time, adverbial clause of place, adverbial clause of manner, adverbial clause of reason, adverbial clause of condition. All right. So then we have, there's two more I want to give you all, and then we'll go to the exercise. Just two more. We have the adverbial clause. Yes. Yes, you can go. You can go. Adverbial clause of purpose. Please do not confuse this one with adverbial clause of reason. So for adverbial clause of reason, we're asking you what caused something to happen. All right. So, but for adverbial clause of purpose, we're asking you, what is the end result? All right. What is the end result? Okay. So these clause, but not the end result. I said that wrong. These asking you like, what is the motivation behind what the person does? All right. So these clauses, or these indicate the intention or purpose behind an action. So it's very easy to confuse this one with cause, but here we want the intention. What motivate them to do it? Like, why did they do it? Let's use another color. Try to use something like that. So we're looking for the intention or purpose. So for example, he worked hard so that he could afford a vacation. He worked hard so that he could afford a vacation. What is the adverbial clause?
Hard so that he
Or to afford a vacation.
No, you can't start with work hard. You have to start with the
So he can afford a vacation.
So that he could afford a vacation.
so that he can afford a vacation. That's the reason why he worked hard. That's that adverbial clause of purpose. And finally, this is the last one, I hope. Yeah, this is the last one. So the adverbial clause, the last one is the adverbial clause. Adverbial clause of consequence. Some people might call it the adverbial clause of result. All right. The last one. So obviously this one, these describe the consequence or the results.
Or discipline.
Discipline, that's close. Result of an action. So if you do this, what's gonna happen? All right, so he studied. So the example is he studied so hard or so much, let's say so much, that he aced the test. He studied so hard that he aced the test. Or he has studied so much that he aced the test. What is the adverbial clause of consequence?
So much.
He studied so much that he aced the test.
Studied so much that he aced the test.
So
that aced the test. That's the result. All right, that he aced the test. That's the result of him studying so hard. Okay, so give me the 7 adverbial clauses.
Adverbial clause of time. Adverbial clause of place. Adverbial clause of manner. Adverbial clause of reason. Adverbial clause of condition. Adverbial clause of purpose. Adverbial clauses of consequence.
Consequence. All right. Those are the 7 that I gave you. So for the exercise that I want you to do, I'm going to give you some sentences and you're going to tell me whether it's time, place, manner, reason, condition, purpose, or consequence. All
You have
right.
to write the sentence, Mr. Petit.
Yes. Is it time, place, manner, reason, condition, purpose, or consequence? All right.
Yeah, not finished.
Mr. Petit, I already write that. Pardon?
Are y'all finished? Right.
Yes,
Send it to you?
Okay. Are you done with the slide?
No, sir. Real clause of condition.
Okay, the verbal clause of condition. Who is still writing?
Me.
All right. Who is not writing? Who's finished?
Me.
Me.
Seven. All
I
right.
am.
All right, good. For the ones who are finished, take a picture of your notes and send it to me. For the ones who are still writing, you have 2 more minutes. All right, if you're finished writing, take a picture of it and send it to me. If you're not finished writing, then continue to write. Like I said, for those who's not finished, you now have 1 more minute to finish this. All right. Again, once you finish, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Okay, so all right. Some of you are writing at your own pace. You gotta pick up the pace. We don't have forever. All right, that's enough time. So let's move on to the graded exercise.
Send it to my phone.
I'm gonna put the notes in the chat for those who don't have it. And I'm gonna send it to Shion. Let me send it to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem. All right, just to make sure to be on the same page, do not write this down in your book. Don't write this one down. But just to make sure
Can I leave real quick, please?
Say it again.
Can I leave real quickly? Sorry to send us to you and then join right back.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, just to make sure that you all understand what I want you to do, I'm going to do not write this one in your book. Just do not write this one in your book. Just answer inside the chat. I want you to tell me what type of adverbial clause is this. All right. I will meet you. Don't write this down and don't write this down. Just put the answer inside the chat. Is it adverbial clause of place, time, condition, manner? What is it? I will meet you. I will meet you when the sun sets. All right, I will meet you when the sun sets. What type of adverbial clause is that? Is that adverbial clause of time, place, clause? Time, place, manner, reason, condition. What is it? I will meet you when
Time.
Clause,
what
clause,
nonsense. What is it?
Adverbial
Put the
Of
answer,
time.
the
time.
answer in the chat. Don't say it out loud.
Adverbial clause of
The answer in the chat. Don't
time,
say.
Mr. Patel.
Put the answer in the chat. That's what I said. What is it? Adverbial clause of time, place, manner, condition, purpose, or consequence. All right. All right. If you said adverbial clause of time, you are absolutely right. How do you know it's adverbial clause of time?
It uses the clause when.
It uses the word when. All right. So when the sun sets. Good. One more before we start the great exercise. Maybe it's a tricky one. Boy, this one tricky. You got to be paying attention.
Mr. Patel, this on in the book.
No, don't write this down in your book either. She will buy a car, provided that she gets a raise. Is that she will buy a car provided that she gets a raise. Is that a adverbial clause of time? Is that a adverbial clause of manner? Is that a adverbial clause of place? Is that a adverbial clause of action, condition, consequence, or purpose? She will buy a car provided that she gets a raise. All right, some people say manner, some people say condition, some people say purpose, some people say consequence, some people say time. Okay, she will get a raise provided that she will buy a car provided that she gets a raise. What do you all think? You can say out loud what you think.
Condition.
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 Yes, it is condition. Provided that. So if she gets a raise, she will buy a car. So it's condition. All right. So that's what it is. So in these exercises that I give you, you're going to tell me, is it condition? Is it cause, manner, whatever it is. Okay. So let's do them. Great exercise number 1. Number 1, sorry.
We writing this down in our book, Mr. Badi?
Yes, write this down in your book, please. Write this one down in your book. So the instructions are as follows. Name or identify the following adverbial clauses. So tell me, is it adverbial clause of place, time, condition, manner? What is it? It could be any of the 7, so be careful, all right? It could be any of the 7. Number 1, she arrived at the party after everyone had left. Number 2, they will go hiking if the weather improves. Number 2, he will complete his assignment as quickly as possible. Number 4, he missed the call because he overslept. Number 5, the car skidded off the road where the ice was thickest. Number 6, she studied. Sorry, we will have a picnic wherever you prefer. And she ran to the store before it started raining. Good. So you're going to say, is it an adverbial clause of place? Is it a adverbial clause of time? Is it a adverbial clause of manner? What is it? All right. Any of the 7 could be used. And don't think that, let me not give you all no hints. But is it a adverbial time clause of place, time, manner? What is it? Any of the 7 ones can be used. All right. Once you're done, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Only
All right. Aaron. Where's Aaron? Aaron, are you there? Andrew, what number you on? Andrew, what number you on? You're on number 2, okay. Hello, Aaron. Okay. But make sure, like I said, once I call you, you answer. You didn't send the rest of the maths notes. Why is that? You have to send all of the notes now. You understand me? All right, good. Adrian?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. All right, good. Ajani?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Aaliyah, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Anastasia, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Ashton Webb, what number you want? Ashton Webb,
Mr.
Mr.
Petit,
Petit, would you say
had the
put in the
chat.
blank spot?
what happened?
What did you say? Put in the blank spot?
Any one of the clauses. So is it an adjective, is it an adverbial clause of place, time, condition, manner, purpose, or any one of the
Yes,
seven?
sir.
Yeah. Bethany,
Yes, sir.
hello, good evening.
Afternoon.
Everybody want to be here. Time to hear from you. Oh, good.
Ashton.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Yes, where's your notes? Why you haven't sent them already? No. I've been asking for your notes all class. Why you haven't sent them yet? It's 8:56, almost time for class 10. You need to stop that, you hear me? Stop it, man. I asked you for the notes, send the notes on time. Where's the math notes? Have you sent it already? You ain't send that yet? Because I don't have it. No, but you need to send them when I ask for it, man. You hear me, Ashton? All right, man. Come on, be focused, man. And stop your foolishness. You have to send the notes on time. I can't be running after you for no notes. You understand me? All right. Send the notes for me. All right, thank you. All right, and that goes for everyone. Please send in your notes. I not operate a daycare, so I'm not expected to run after your notes. But if you try me, I will run after you for it, and you better have it.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Latika.
I gotta go because my mom come with us to go to the shop.
All right, no problem.
Yes, sir. Bye. Good night.
All right, good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I sent in my exercise.
All right, very good. Chardonnay. So Chardonnay is done. And anyone else who's finished? Aaliyah has already sent it. For the rest of you who are finished, please take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Bethany, what number are you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Okay, good. Ciara. Ciara?
Yes, sir.
Number
6.
All right. Dejon? Where's Dejon? Deshaun, are you there? Where's Dejon? Dejon, I need your notes, please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I'm finished.
That's Malik?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Take it. You already sent me your notes, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Good night.
No, don't go. We're not finished yet. We gotta answer them together.
Oh. Yes, sir.
Garvin?
Yes, sir.
What number are you on?
7.
For your maths notes, why you don't send me the notes? Why you just send me the exercises?
I sent you the notes. I ain't sent you the language notes yet.
No. Don't call me a liar. So I'm looking at your notes right now, your work right now, and you only send me graded exercise number 1. Where's graded exercise number 2? And where's the notes for the first slide? Calvin.
Hold on 1 second.
So you're missing some stuff. You only send me two pictures. Jalen. Where's Jalen?
Yes, sir.
I don't have none of your notes. What are you doing?
I can send anything one time.
No. You want to understand what I'm saying? What are you doing? I didn't ask you if you can send it. I'm saying I don't have it from all the time I've been asking for notes. You haven't sent it yet. That means you've been very disobedient. Why do you do that?
I can send it right now.
Send the notes when I ask you for it, man, Jalen.
Yes, sir.
All right. Nathan. Where's Nathan? Nathan X? What number are you on, Nathan? Again, I need to see your work once you finish. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. We're going to go over them in short order. How many persons are finished?
Me.
All right.
I'm done.
All right.
Hey.
Samantha, what number are you on? Samantha, what number are you on? Where's Samantha?
I on number 5.
Number 5, okay. All right. Savannah, what number are you on?
I finished, but I answering the question. I was about to say that I am still not sure about number 5, so I left it blank.
Left it blank, okay. Sienna, are you done?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So in order for you to answer these stuff, you need this first slide. Give me one moment. Let me do something. That's the notes.
Mr. Batita, I ain't finished yet.
I know, Sean, can you give me one moment? I haven't finished. Of course, I ain't finished yet, Sean. I can put it back.
Yes, sir, sorry.
That's fine. All right, number 1. Would you love for number 1? Is it time, place, manner? What do you have?
Time.
Time. Why? It says what? After everyone had left. So the answer is what? Adverbial clause of time. Who all got that? Let me know. You got it?
Me.
Me.
I got that.
Very good.
Me.
Very good. If you got it, please put a tick. If you got it wrong, put the right answer. After everyone had left. Okay. Number 2, they will go hiking if the weather improves.
Condition.
What is it? What is it? Condition. Very condition. Very good. Why is it condition?
Because it say if the weather improves.
Very good. Because it say if. So if is a condition. All right. So the answer for this one is condition. If the weather improves. Number 2. All right. Number 3. This one is a tricky one. He will complete his assignments as quickly as possible.
I put equins.
What is that? As quickly as
Equins. Equins.
Mono.
as possible. What y'all think it is?
Manner.
Manner. Very good. Manner. So he's telling us how he will do it. So the answer for this one is going to be manner. How many persons got that? Manner.
Me, Mr. Petit.
A.
I did.
Very good. He missed the call because he overslept. He missed the call because
Reason.
Reason.
Consequence.
reason. Very good. Reason. How many persons got that?
I have that.
I did.
Adverbial clause of reason. All right. So number 4 is adverbial clause of reason. Someone said they didn't understand number 5. This one is easy. The car skidded off the road where the ice was thickest. What's that?
Place. Place.
Place.
Place.
Place. Where the ice was thick. Where? That's place.
I get that.
How many persons got that? Where the ice was thickest.
I got it.
Me.
A.
Place. All right, we will have a picnic wherever you prefer. We will have the picnic wherever you prefer. What is that?
Place.
Y'all sound like you don't know.
Condition.
And this it say wherever.
Place.
That's place.
It's place.
Place. Definitely it's place. All right,
Got
so
that. I got
place. How many persons got that? Place.
I
Me.
did.
Good. Place. Wherever you prefer, place. Good. She ran to the store before it started raining.
Condition.
Time.
She ran to the store before it started raining.
Time.
Condition.
Before it started raining.
Purpose.
It's time. So when did she go to the store? Before it started raining. So it's time. All right. Good. Now the moment of truth. How many persons got all right?
Me.
all right.
Oh boy. Tell the truth and shame the persons got all right.
Me,
All right.
Okay, good.
I
Me.
got it wrong.
I
All
got
right.
you wrong.
All right. One person's got one wrong.
Me.
All right.
Me. Me.
Good. So I want, if I call your name, do not leave. If I call your name, do not leave. Okay? Naya, Aliyah, Naya, Aliyah, Jabez, that's it. If you didn't hear your name, you can leave.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Petit, did you call my name?
No.
Good night, Petit.
Right. Take a picture of your work, please.
good night, Mr. Petit. I didn't send it to you.
Good night.
I sent over.
All right, good night. All right, so let me end the recording.